Good afternoon, world. How are you good people doing today? So, today I come to you guys with a Saturday edition of the Car Chronicles because I had an interesting thought. At least I thought it was interesting. Hold on. Let's see, like my camera. There we go. Talked about black men needing, one of the things black men need is a mentor the other day, and a partner of mine was agreeing with me about, people needing a little help. Nobody ever want to talk about getting put on, like it's a shame. And part of the reason why people don't really want to feel like getting no help, because they don't want to be told what to do. They don't want to serve. They don't want to be in that position to serve or do service. And if you look at our community, our world as a whole, the whole notion of service is lacking. Even when you go to service industry restaurants or service industry businesses, the whole notion of getting good service is a fucking stretch nowadays. Because nobody wants to serve, nobody wants to provide service, even when that's the nature of your business. You can go to any number of fast food restaurants and you can see people disgruntled, they don't want to work, they, pissed off, said at least. And then they try and take that out on you by giving you bad service. There's no more, well, you rarely ever see the, hey, how you doing, or greeting. You have to greet some people sometimes. And Lord have mercy, don't go to a Caribbean or a South American restaurant. Sometimes, man, they look at you like you done bothered their whole soul by coming in there trying to get you a plate of food. Like, just look at you mad. Like, Jesus, hey, how you doing? Good day. It's one of the reasons why I give away respect and I'm courteous to everyone. Like, I give away my respect and I'm courteous to anyone and everyone. I do not care. I do that for a reason. I do it because it kind of sets the tone for the interaction, that that way the person that I'm interacting with, if they can feel energy, they can read the vibe, they sound respectful, hopefully they return that respect in kind, because if they don't, God help them. But I hope that they read it and they give me my respect back in return. Because if I feel disrespected, sometimes I can get over it. But if I keep feeling disrespected, then like the Migos say, ain't nothing but a little bit of straightening. That's all it is. But the notion of service is lacking and is weak in this world, and it's crazy. Few people ever really want to hold true to that notion of servant leadership. Everybody want to be a boss. Everybody wants to be a good leader, but people forget about servant leadership. Servant leadership, guys. It trickles down. It's gone. It's disappeared in this world that we're living in. And the notion of good service, man. You see good service nowadays, it's rare. Like, it's rare. Even when people's jobs depend on it, like for them being nice to you to get a good tip, or serve you good to get a good tip. Sometimes you'd be surprised at the service you get when you go to restaurants, and it's like, geez, like, what, they make enough money today? Like, they don't care about these couple dollars that I got in my pocket? Like, Lord. Or you go to a fast food spot and the person just staring at you. You going like, but yeah, you go to like an island spot or a South American spot, and the person just staring at you like, you gonna order? Like, even if you don't understand my language, yeah, just smile at me, shit. Like, don't just fucking, look at me mean. But yeah, that was just crazy, thought I had based off of interaction I had and a conversation I had the other day, but like I said, the notion of service I feel is lacking. Now y'all can respond and tell me if I'm tripping or not, but service as a whole is kind of lacking out here. Why does this thing keep falling down? Let me know, child. Am I tripping? Service as a whole lacking when you go around and about and via travels through this world. Just take note of the level of service that you're getting now compared to what you used to get. I understand, anybody in their mid to late 30s, they've seen a lot in this world. They've seen the world transition from what it was to what it is now. So, that's what I'm basing it off of. Maybe you haven't grew up in a world where service, was decent at one point in time or another. Let me know. Because the world that I grew up in, came up in, was respectful. I was raised to, walk in the door and greet people, no matter where I'm at. It's just what it is. But just a quick thought, guys. Like I say, let me know if I'm tripping or not. I don't think I'm tripping. It's a big ass box in the road. There we go. This one of the hazards of doing Car Chronicles. You actually drive sometimes. Well, most of the time I am driving, and sometimes I'm driving at a high rate of speed, and there are obstacles in the road. But it never fails. I survived it all, guys. Don't do this at home. I probably shouldn't be wiping my eye as I'm going fucking 60 miles an hour on the curb that's suspended. I don't know how far above the ground I am right now. Yeah, a couple hundred feet. There we go. But let's see. It said it is special. Woo! I didn't want to touch on the black-owned businesses. I was gonna leave us black folks alone. I was just gonna try and keep it. I was only gonna call out my Caribbean massive in my eye, but I call that Caribbeans in South America, so I gotta touch on the black people too. Lord have mercy. Oh, that's a good one, Ray. You just spurred a whole lot of thought. And I'm trying to edit myself in my head before I say anything that might be problematic. Sometimes I don't mind being problematic. But as a multiple business owner, a multiple black business owner, I gotta watch my words right now because I'm about to be real problematic. Oh, you niggas gotta get it together. Including me sometimes, I be tripping. But reality is, man, service in black business sometimes is shocking. I won't say it's bad, I'll say it's surprising sometimes. Because you can go to some establishments that may look like a little hole in the wall, a little ghetto or something. And it looked like on the outside like it's gonna be horrible. But you get in there, and you get some of the sweetest people serving you, the best service, and some of the greatest food that you ever had tasted in your life. But you go to some of these big fancy, nice looking black owned businesses, and man, like they doing you a favor by being there. Like, dude, like, do you realize the purpose of most businesses is to solve problems? Yes, but I'm doing you a favor as the customer by coming to your establishment and spending my coins. Please don't treat me as if I'm aggravating you, I'm bothering you, I'm taking time out your day to do something that you want this business to do. Like, don't do that. Lord have mercy, I can't tell the countless businesses I walked out of. Black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian, I don't care. If I feel like I'm doing you a disservice by being inside your business, I will happily walk up out of that bitch without spending any of my money. And God knows I can fuck up some money. So, you know, I ain't saying I'm gonna make or break your balance sheets, but I could have paid an employee for the day or something, goddammit. But hey, if you feel like I'm doing you a disservice, I'm bothering you by being in here, I'll leave. You ain't said nothing but a word, my G. I would happily leave. But, you know, sometimes us black business owners do ourselves a disservice by, you know, not being real business owners, and we trying to be business, trying to run a little hustle, a little something, you know what I'm saying, a little operation, a little this, a little that. No, man, you are a business owner. You are doing anything besides business, you are fucking up. And you gotta treat it as business, because these little hustles, these little scams, these little operations, you know, they might make a couple dollars, but where's the longevity in that? Where's the, you know, value to that to your community? You know, you gotta be a pillar of the community when you're a black business. You know, I was raised on the notion that we had to do everything a little bit better than our counterparts, just because, you know, it's a divide, it's a gap, it's ground to make up. So we gotta do it a little bit harder. And in the business world, we have to do that as well. And I'm holding myself accountable too. Like, I've been stood on this video and talked about my own marketing and some of my businesses as well. And, you know, I totally know my downfall, but, you know, it's a sacrifice that I have to make when it comes to time and dedicating to other businesses, other endeavors. One thing, like, I got a 40-hour job as well. Somebody said you can't be an entrepreneur, and I was, man, listen, I work and I make a difference in my job. You know, I got some adult kids, I got a 12-year-old kid, a couple businesses, I do a lot of stuff. So, and it's not an excuse by a long shot. You know, slow your roll, Tito. Slow your motherfucking roll, man. The light just turned green, homeboy. I'm sorry about that little rant, guys. Just experienced a little road rage for a moment. But, maybe lose my thought. We gotta do better. I won't go heavy on to how, you know, crazy black businesses can get sometimes, but like I said, it can be surprising, because, you know, you think that sometimes you're gonna get the best service from people that have, you know, experiences like yourself, but sometimes it's quite the difference. Yeah, balance is crazy too when, you know, you're an entrepreneur and work and parent. Oh man, listen, I just call it life. It'll balance itself out one day. But until then, I'm just keep going and keep pushing. And I take a break occasionally, you know, so I don't lose my freaking marbles. Because I think that's something that we can also do to, you know, to talk about solutions. I also like to say I don't like to talk about problems without dropping some solutions out there as well. You know, one of the ways that we can get better service out there is not burning ourselves out. You know, taking little breaks to where, you know, we're not all the way burnt out. And don't run our employees crazy. You know, some of these people that work in these businesses, they've been working, you know, 12-hour shifts 3-4 days in the week. You know, That's a lot. You know, it's crazy how COVID came and shut the world down and exposed a lot of the income disparities and the earning potential disparities out there in the world. You know, there's a lot of people that were not in a position to survive that financially, and they are still struggling and took big hits and continuing to hurt. But that's a whole nother topic for another day. We'll talk about service today. But like I said, y'all let me know my trip, man. You know, some, you know, a person already chimed in, let me know. And, you know, I wasn't tripping a little bit, and even highlighted black businesses. That y'all know, I didn't bring up the black businesses on my own. I was gonna leave them clear. I did touch the island. I touched my island master people, so you know, y'all come at me clear and free, clear. I balled it up on that, but leave me alone, black people. Matter of fact, y'all niggas need to get it together, but leave me alone in general. But once again, guys, this is Vaughn's Car Chronicles. Just a little quick blurb, you know, moment for my thoughts. Let me know how y'all think about this and my tripping. Yeah, sometimes I know I am tripping. Sometimes you purposely tripping. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. But hey, let me know what's up. Like, share the video, comment. Check out my YouTube channel. I got YouTube videos up. Oh, I put the car in reverse. Whoops. Mind going somewhere else. I'm thinking about all 3 different things at one time. But yeah, holla at me, guys. Like, share my videos, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. Peace, guys. Be safe out there in the world. Love you.